Welcome back to the Talk Tonight. Nearly $94 million is on its way to Central New York. The money from Governor Cuomo's regional economic grants will go towards 73 projects, including, among others, a $320,000 spend on the Prospect Place, a planned mixed-use development adjacent to St. Joseph's Hospital, part of the North Side redevelopment. ESF will also get a good piece of the pie, building a biomass biofuel processing facility on campus. Former Kennedy Square housing complex also getting some money. And $1.5 million going towards a new piece of developing that inner harbor. Of course, this idea started a little more than a year ago as a way to stir business in the state. The question is it successful? Last year, this got a little bit more attention as it came around, as it was the first round of competition, pitting, what is it, 9 sections of the state?
Regions of the state,
Regions of the state against each other.
And we won.
And Central New York came out on top. Rob Simpson and his team did a great job, Center State CEO, of explaining these are the projects, here's how it works. The interesting thing about this is we talk about a number of 93 million or so coming here. The idea is that 93 million then gets multiplied as much as tenfold in the range of $1 billion with private investment and total economic spin-off. If that ends up being true, if we look back 5 or 10 years down the road, that's a huge shot in the arm. Way more than the 93 million, which is more like a little rain shower in the Onondaga Lake.
And let's not also forget, this money didn't just fall out of the sky. This is our money.
That's right.
This is state tax dollars that are being divvied up in this way. The difference, and I'll give the governor credit on this, is that for the first time since I've been covering news in our state, which is going on 2 decades, this is a bottom-up approach, as opposed to Albany saying, here's the cash, figure it out. This is the folks on the ground, Rob Simpson, Nancy Cantor with SU last year who put the proposals together, saying, okay, we're going to identify all the areas of need. These are projects that we think can work. We know the area better than you do, Governor Cuomo, better than you do anyone else in Albany, and here's where we're going to earmark the money for if we get it.
And it was important, too, the way that they crafted these proposals, too, and they actually were done really tremendously well. You talked about Rob Simpson and his team and, you know, all the people who played a part in presenting these proposals. They were actually done really well, and then in the end, they obviously were quite effective. You know, it was interesting today. I talked to Kevin Schwab from Center State, who said, I mean, obviously they are thrilled by the news, and he said that there were some of these companies that had applied last year, they didn't get it, and they applied again this year, and now they're going to get, you know, a piece of the puzzle. So he said, you know, oftentimes try again. So it looks like some good news for our area.
Yeah, and what I also caught my eye, though, is that some projects are the same projects that are getting money again, like the Inner Harbor getting more money this year. ESF, I think, was on last year's list. Maybe a different part to their building project, their development plan getting the attention this year. And we haven't been able to take the time, I know, to look back and say, okay, how did this work in the last year? Where did the money go? Did it actually get spent? Out in Cuyahoga County, did the money to create a musical theater mecca take off? Well, we know it hasn't so far. At least that one's an easy one to look at. Or did they build the new milking plant that was supposed to be high tech out in the rural area of the Finger Lakes? No, they haven't. So, yes, you get a lot of attention. The money's there. It's seed money, but then there's got to be that whole other part of it to make it work. So
right. I mean, it's never enough money to completely do.
And it shouldn't be
the deal.
Like you said, it's our tax money. It should be used as an incentive. So, post your comments on our website, and we'd like to hear what you think about this type of project. Michael, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you on this Wednesday evening, as we do every night at this time. Thanks for participating. You can join the conversation on our CNY Central Facebook page. We'd love to hear what you have to say.